everybody, this is Joe with Joe's Premium Firewood, bringing another fun-filled, exciting video. Today's video, I'm going to talk about supply and demand as it pertains to firewood. Right now, I want to show you this oversized truckload that I'm about to deliver to a new customer. It's about 25% ash, and then the rest of this is some oak and maple that Herb brought me yesterday or 2 days ago. And then I wanted to show you these blocks of ash that I got from Phil, because I'm going to be talking about them here in a minute too. So let me set this up on the tripod and we'll get into her. You stick with me, we'll get right to it. Who says that? Who says that? This guy says that. Anyway, it's going to be a shorter video today on account of today is my 51st birthday, October 9th, 2020. I'm just doing a regular day today. I got this one delivery. Then I'm gonna go look at some trees for the game player to cut down, and then I'm heading out to lunch. One delivery a day, that's what I'm doing. Also, I had a special request for a shout out, and it is to Mr. Tony Bennett of Limerick, Ireland. I guess he's a big fan over there. And here's your shout out, Tony. My last name's Barney. I believe we have some Irish heritage. So have a great day, Tony. We'll talk to you later. All right, let's get into the video. Supply and demand. Right now in my region, there is an unbelievable demand for dry firewood, but the supply is very, very limited. Those blocks I just showed you is all I've got. Phil has about 2 more truckloads of blocks, and then that's it from him. Herb has some, but he's got his other customers, so I don't know how much I can get from him. And right now with the deer season that bow runs from October 1st through November, through the end of November, and then hunting season starts, firearms starts on November 15th. So half the woods that I have permission to cut in, I can't get in and go cut my own wood. I can get it from the honey hole, but the king's there right now, and I got to get Mike set up cutting there. So let me just show you my current waiting list for firewood. I don't know how much there is there. I haven't even counted it. Some people are getting more than one load, but that's how many deliveries I got to do. I want to make sure you can read this. You see that emergency delivery fee? This customer I'm delivering to right now, Kyle, he didn't want to get put on the bottom of the list. He wanted to get put on the top of the list. So when he called me 2 days ago, I go, here's your option. You can pay me an extra $50 and I can get it to you by Friday. He said, let's do it. You know, supply and demand. A lot of people say, oh, you're ripping them off, but it's how bad do you want it, folks? You know, money talks, BS walks. And so he went ahead and paid it. So like some of these people, they've been waiting for 3-4 weeks for their firewood. And I do what I can do. I would say probably half my deliveries that I've did over the last 2 weeks have been emergency delivery fees. So I got to do what I got to do to make more money. And like I say, if there's a demand and they want it, if they don't want to wait, that's what they got to do. But like I said, it's getting very, very hard to find the wood, because it's just, the ash trees are starting to be depleted. You just can't go onto anybody's property and go start cutting trees. It's hard to get customers to trust somebody without insurance to go on their property and just start running a chainsaw with the liability. So I don't know how Herb always finds places to cut. So I tip my hat to you, Herb, that you always come up with places, but it's just getting more and more depleted. And let's talk about supply and demand. There is a huge demand by me for the customer to buy the wood early. I demand for them to buy it early, but I only have a small supply of customers that actually order early. Maybe 5% of my customers do their own drying, which is their job. So, and every year I talk to people and I bring this, I'll tell them today, I go, listen, you got to order in the winter or spring. You got to give it at least 6 months of proper storage, and I can bring you some green wood. You do the drying, and I'm not going to give you a discount for it. It's going to ensure you that you have wood to burn. And everybody says, oh yeah, okay, we'll do that. Yeah, I'll call you in the spring. Spring comes, 1 out of 20 people call me, if that. Oh, I forgot when I see them in the fall. I forgot. It's not my job to chase them down and say, hey, are you going to order the wood? Are you going to order early? Do you want me to bring you some wood? And so I'm not doing that. I'm not doing, I can't plan ahead for people. I can only I store maybe 25 truckloads worth, maybe 8.5 cords, maybe 10 cords worth of the drying that I do here. But that's only like 10% of what I sell, or less. And so I do my best, but I can't do it all. I can't plan ahead for customers and whatnot. All right, and then another supply and demand. There's a huge demand for workers to do this job, especially those under the age of 40. But there's a very low supply of them that will actually do it. Now, I know there are a few guys out there. Charlie Brooks down in the Ozarks, he's a hard worker, young guy. Wyatt Westendorf, what's his name? Jake Morris, Jake Kellogg, all those guys are younger and do it. I used to think only maybe 10% of millennials were hard workers, but it's more like 20%. But 51 years old, I'm getting old. I can't go out and run a saw for 8 hours a day and lift blocks and do all that work. That's why I buy the blocks. So supply and demand. And I think what I'm going to do, as far as prices go, and I kind of already did it for new people, is I'm raising my delivery price. Because this load alone, between loading it up, driving up there, he's in Rockford, it's like 25 miles away, is going to take me, over 2.5 hours between loading, driving, unloading, driving back. But he is paying for it. The wood itself, I get $150 for the wood, which costs me $75. Then it's $50 for delivery, so there's $200. And then he's paying the $50 emergency delivery fee to get on top of the list. So for this oversized truckload today, I'm getting paid $250, which is definitely a fair price for this nice wood that's oak here on the back and ash in the front, and it's all dry. But it's a very, very low supply of wood, dry wood. So if I could just get the customers to do their job, order early, I'm making it my personal mission in life to get people to start ordering early. Or they go without wood, or they can figure out a way to dry the wood. My prices are already high enough that if I bought a kiln dried, a big, I don't know, like an oven where you threw them into like a tote and put it in there for 10 hours, that would just double the price of this, if not triple it. So if they can figure out a way to dry the green wood, and I've stated this before, I think somebody needs to come out and invent like a little microwave or something the size of like a small refrigerator, where you put like a dozen pieces of wood in for like 10 minutes, and then they're dry, and then you just keep doing that, and it'd be something in the house and something that costs like under $500, and I think that would solve it. So any of you entrepreneurs or inventors out there, where's Thomas Edison when we need him? Somebody to come up with an idea like that to quickly dry the wood, and then we won't have to find standing dead trees, because if you look around here, 99.9% of the trees in Michigan are alive and well. So you got to find the 0.1%, which is still probably millions of trees that are dead or dying, and go out and get them, and they're process them, and they're ready to burn right away. But those keep shrinking. There's other people that are doing it. So anyway, there's my rant today. Thanks everybody for making it to the end. Check out some of these videos, and we'll see you at the next one. Happy birthday, Joe.